How do you even begin talking to people about climate change? The overwhelming thoughts and emotions this subject evokes can stop the process before it starts. This is a unique time in the planet's history. Global changes are happening due to anthropogenic or human-caused climate change. Some say this is due to the huge chasm that has been created between our society and the natural world. The next time you are walking through the woods, keep your wits about you and look out for those whispers in the shadows. Under the Radar was an event put on with musician B. Rose Lee to try and reconnect people to their local wild places through storytelling, poetry and song. This approach was inspired by the work of renowned storyteller and head of the School of Myth, Martin Shaw. There's loads more inspiration to be had from groups like Walk the Plank, who put on large-scale events with dance, theatre and pyrotechnics. Working with motivational people like this gave me the courage to go out there and start telling stories. Each time I told a story, I would learn just a little bit more about how to tell a story. Being around other folk who feel the same angers and fears about the state of our world can bring with it a sense of working toward a common goal with renewed encouragement and energy. For me, dressing up as a weird character like Ignatius Redberry here can give you the freedom to explore new approaches and ask questions and explore ideas that you might not be able to otherwise. There's a lot you can play with here, and you can perhaps be a little bit cheeky with it here and there. Falmouth Art Gallery are another amazing bunch of people, and it's through them loads of creative workshops could be done all around Cornwall.
We're just fish.
These Paint the Planet workshops were inspired by the beautiful work of environmental artist Jackie Yeomans, and it was fantastic to work with her and share an exhibition at the gallery in Falmouth. Previous to all this, a group of us formed a cooperative called Envirolution, which aims to create a platform for groups and individuals doing innovative work in the neighbourhoods around Manchester. This culminates in a festival in the city every year which can attract up to 6,000 people. The 2016 festival provided an opportunity to run a storytelling area for the first time and get some new ideas going. These could then be taken onto other festivals around the country. The Interdependent State was an idea inspired by the groundbreaking work of fellow activist Stephen Murphy and the incredible engagement work of the Green Living Project. After Steve initiated Falmouth's independent currency, the Funk, an event was set up to create a new country with citizens from Falmouth and Exeter universities, with workshops provided by academics, researchers and external organisations. Our constitution was written and we posted a letter to the Queen informing her of our intentions before taking our flag to the UN climate talks in Paris, representing the newest country in the world.
We're just fish.
Here we got involved in the climate games and met loads of like-minded thinkers, activists and artists from all over the globe who could share ideas and stories with. One example of an idea to come back from Paris was showcased at the Blueprint workshops for the Illustration Forum. The Capitalism Coffin was an opportunity for people to create art representing what they would like to see got rid of or changed in the world in order for us to achieve a sustainable way of life. The coffin was then transported to events around the country and will carry on until it's full to appear at another UN climate conference for the next creative action. Throughout all these projects, bubbling away in the background was the crazy idea of creating a time machine. Through the development of the character of the inventor, Professor Hoogenshplurk, designs for a space where other times could be explored was begun. Stories involved an 8-year-old girl called Gaia and her grumpy metal companion, Robot. Huge backgrounds or time portals were created for the different stories of Rapa Nui or Easter Island in 1722 for Gaia and the End of the Universe, the Akkadian Empire in ancient Mesopotamia in 2501 BCE for Gaia and the Cities That Fell to Dust, and Viking Greenland in 1409 for Gaia and the Last of the Sagas.
2 fish.
Each time the tale was told, these portals would be populated by drawings created by the participants as the story unfolded. This gave an involvement in the tale, which created a memory trigger to go alongside the very odd appearance of the storyteller. Creation of costumes so that participants were time warp ready increased the involvement in the stories. I learnt that it was this interaction and this exploration of topics with the children and young people which was where the magic really happened. Gaia became more popular as I learnt more of the ways of the storyteller. Next, I needed to build my own bespoke space, which would act as the memory tool that people would remember. I needed to build the time
And all we
machine.
do is swim, swim, swim.
Creation of the final character, Oracle the Time Machine, was a lengthy process, as various designs were explored and developed, and a couple of hiccups were overcome. This pop-up storytelling space is designed to appear out of the time continuum at festivals, town centres and school playgrounds across the country, as the tales of Gaia and her exploits through human history continue. Okay, I'm Professor Hoogenshplurk and we're at the Harbour School in Hong Kong. And we've been travelling through time this week, so where have we been, guys?
Gaia and the robot arrived in their time machine to Rapa Nui or Easter Islands in 1722. There, they made huge stone giants who lived there in peace all alone in their own universe. In the middle, vast, open wide ocean.
Yeah. Next, I'll be working on community engagement projects in Kerala in the south of India, before going on an expedition to Mongolia with the University of Exeter research students to record ethnographic studies of the changing lives for the nomadic tribes due to the accelerating impacts of climate change. My own area of research will be to record the traditional and shamanic stories of the nomadic people before their way of life disappears. Well done. So what was the moral of the story? What was the moral of the story, everybody?
Don't pick on everybody. Don't pick on people.
Don't pick on people.
Don't pick on people.
Even if they're smaller than you, you've got more power over them, that kind of thing. Respect people and their traditions and their religions and the earth, of course.
Veggie belt.
That's right. Okay. I invite you to enter the time machine for yourself and start to explore solutions and share ideas and see where time warp takes you.